also to call somebody to tune in to watch the program, because here our core mandate has never changed and it will never change, because all we are saying is we are bringing the families together, reshaping society for tomorrow generations. Yes, wherever we started from, wherever our parents started from, wherever our forefathers started from, we are trusting that the grace of God will give us a better destiny, a better future, and a better family. That is a more reason why you should come in with your messages via WhatsApp line 0544206464. Yes, so that we'll be reading them for you right here on this program. And then in the course of time, we'll open the phone line for you to be able to share your thoughts, your questions, and your views with us as well. So just stay tuned. We'll be coming to you quite shortly. But every weekend we'll come your way with a scripture. And then today we want to do something very beautiful from the book of Psalm 102 verse 13. It said, "Thou shalt arise and have mercy upon Zion, for the time to favor her, yea, the set time is now. My God and my King." What a scripture. Sometimes I say that there is a period which is called season, and there is a period which is called time. I mean, when it is your time, it doesn't matter the season in which you are. God will make sure your set time will change everything that has to do with your life. May this year, may this time, may this month, may this moment be your set time. I don't know what you are looking for, but look at your neighbor, your family, your marriage, your children, everybody, and say, this is our set time. May God come through for you. I love you so much. You can't do anything about it. Do you know why? Because you are right there watching us on GTV Live, and this is a program that you have to be connected to. And then I thank you, and I really appreciate you being there watching us. Now, before I go to my guests who are on set with me, we have an extension of this program called Redeeming the Family Glory. We will hold hands with the family to pray. Just stay tuned. We'll be coming to your area pretty soon. And then, but you can watch that program every Sunday at 10 p.m. Every Sunday at 10 p.m. So they join hands with the family to pray. God richly bless you. Now I am here with these beautiful people that have good hearts for the kingdom of God, for the things of life, and for this program, for my family and ministry as well. And then I'm so honored to have one of my beautiful mothers. This woman, you need to be connected to her, you need to know her, you need to visit her, you need to talk to her, and you know what I'm talking about. And then she's the person of she's Reverend Dr. Mrs. Joyce Frimpong. And she's the woman in charge of Jehovah Jireh, Assemblies of God, when you go to Lakeside Estate in Siano. And she's here to be a blessing to us. Mommy, you won't watch a papa. But you to say, we'll leave with you. I'll come back to you pretty soon. You're welcome once again.
Thank you.
Wow. And then this leave is in Kut. I'll explain. And then to my far left is this my bishop. Yes, I call him my bishop. I always want to introduce him as the man with a pastor's heart, because you need to listen to this man. And then we have counselors, we have people who marriage they deal with so many of these issues. But you see, when somebody carries substance, you know that this man carries substance. And then I feel honored being connected to him. Anytime he's here, he's a big blessing to us. And then he's in the person of Uncle Kweku Edumata. My bishop, you're welcome.
Yes, Reverend, my only Reverend. and I always say, and I must admit that anytime you called me, this thing that you say, the man with the pastor's hat, runs into my mind. Wow. I'm so grateful. I've grabbed it and I'm running with it.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Reverend.
Wow.
And I'm highly honored to be here too.
Thank you.
Wow. And then to our numerous viewers across the globe, because we have so many people watching us all over the world. I mean, from Germany to the US to UK, Africa here, Guinea, so many places, because we are streaming live on Facebook. Yes, we are streaming live on Facebook. So if you go to Facebook, you just type Weekend Family Review on Facebook, and there you are. And then for those of you watching us all over the world, please, your messages, will try and read them. And those of you who are able to call us, to really appreciate that. But today we actually want to look at the topic, the effects of irresponsible parenting. It's a big one out there, and then but don't tell your mother or your father. I beg you, don't go and spark anything for me yet. But before mommy talk, I'll let her relax for me for a second.
Yes, sir. Reverend.
Personally,
yeah,
I feel most of the problem we are having, whether in this country or across the world, has to do with the challenge of proper parenting. I don't know if you agree to that.
I do, and greetings to your viewers. I really share with you. But Reverend, let me say this. No child begged the father. No child begged the mother that bring me to this world of yours.
Wow.
It is a decision between the man and the woman. Now, presupposes that if that decision has taken place, then you ought to be astute. You must be able to know what you are about to receive, you are about to go through, you are about to do. Before you go in front of a woman to say, baby, I love you. Baby, there's a tomorrow, and so a child is going to come. Just as God told Adam at the Garden of Eden. Sorry, you are supposed to keep and grow.
That's right.
What must you keep? What must you grow? Anything that bear from you. Anything that you are responsible of, anything you call your own, you must keep and grow. Now, the keeping and growing, it's a real work.
It's work.
It's a real work. Wow. So, if indeed it is because of you a child came, then the prior responsibility is keep the child, grow the child. As to how you do it, it's your mechanism. You have no excuse. You have nothing to say, I'm so sorry I brought you, but I can't take care of you. Go! No. You've got it all wrong.
Wow.
So you see, because we do not understand what is ahead of us and what it says that if you bring a child to this world, it's your responsibility. We try to, as we're shielded. Some go to the extent of saying that, now even if it's like that, who is the source of the child?
A big question.
A big question. Every father, every man, or a father, don't put it that way. You are a source to a child.
Wow.
You are the beginning of this child. Therefore, if you are the beginning of this child, then what is your responsibility? Make the end of this child. The child can do the beginning, but you, the father, do the beginning. And let the end of this child be blossoming. Alright? Quickly, right from the word go, we should. This one, no excuse.
No excuse.
No excuse. That you are telling me that it wasn't even my child. He lobbied me and all that. Hey, but you went to name the child, right? Everybody knew that you were working with this lady, right? And then you introduce the lady and say, hey, that's my baby, that's my wife, is it?
Yeah, my sugar honey.
My sugar honey. And so now that there's a child, where now you are supposed to work and keep and grow, you are giving excuses.
No way.
If God should descend, he will ship all of us.
All of us.
All of us. We had no excuse.
Before the whipping comes. The program still continues, and it is the weekend family review right here on GTV Live, and we are live on TV every Saturday at 7 p.m. repeated following week 8:30 in the morning. And so if somebody couldn't watch tonight, you just alert the person, and next week Saturday in the morning we'll be showing the program. That's a repeat broadcast, and but we are streaming live on Facebook, so you can alert somebody to also alert somebody that you can go to Facebook Weekend Family Review, and then you will find us live there streaming, so you can follow us right there. And let me go to my mommy. We are talking about the effect of irresponsible parenting. Mommy, the man and the woman, they are not taking care of the children. Tell us what you think.
I want to come from a view.
Come from a view.
I have come to understand and have also taken it that sometimes you cannot give what you don't have to somebody.
Wow.
So it looks as if, as we are talking about bad parenting, the parent himself or herself did not get a good parent. So it's that as growing up, he or she has struggled through and have gotten to a point. He thinks I'm working, I can sleep with somebody, I can give birth, as our brother said. So it's like, what do I know? So that I continue it.
That's right.
So it's like just struggling, knocking here and there, and I'm also grown up, an adult. And as I saw my mother or my father in marriage, I also want to marry. So really what it entails, what is married and taking care, that person doesn't know. And I always say, if you don't know it and you don't have it, how do you struggle to say you want to know it? Because I can affirm and attest to the fact that you see parents who are parents or grown-ups, and the way they themselves, they need correction, they need instruction, they need a way of life.
Parents need to be parents.
Yes, an adult, but it needs to be parents. So, looking at this, such a person giving birth, how do you think and how do you feel that child will be nurtured? So that's why I chip in grace.
Wow.
Grace.
Wow.
As grace has fallen upon all people, and education, maybe you didn't get it, you didn't have it the way it's supposed. But as you school with somebody, as you went to somebody's house, as you look around, you see somebody doing what is right, and you could deduce that this one is better than mine. Then you start walking or studying and tilting your life around to suit the order of the day. But then, if it's not because of other good parenting, I don't think we'll have a peaceful world.
Wow.
Because looking at chaos, most often abuse of whether drugs or what here and there, it's all due to bad parenting. And they are the effects of bad parenting. Because what a child saw when growing up, indirectly or directly, it's been imprinted in the mind. And all these things go on. And the child begins to exhibit it. So sometimes parents in the house, you ask yourself, where did this child learn this from? But it's from you, the parent. You saw it at home. But because you did not sit your child down, thinking I did not tell my child to talk this way, shout this way, behave this way, you think you have not taught the child, but the child is copying. They live by imitating whatever you do. Somebody says that the mind of a child growing up is like a taboo rasta. The mind is empty. There's nothing in the mind. And the things the child see, he starts to pick them to occupy. So by the time the child is grown, it's the things I saw, whether they are good or not. He doesn't sieve them. But parenting is helping the child sieving the numerous things around the world that we see. Sieving to see, know that this one you saw, though somebody has done it, it's not good for you. This one is good. If you do this, these are the consequences. But who is guiding? It has taken by grace few people who has been nurtured by God's grace. We see them and we see the effect, the difference between them and others. It doesn't matter. You can be the head of what? Charity begins at home. If you do not get it, you are the boss, you are what? But your tantrums is all over. When you come to the office, everybody have to kowtow to your presence. But at the end of the day, it's not the best. I continue to say, grace abound. I keep on talking about grace because I know grace is able to do much.
Wow.
Perfect. Let me add this to this one.
Please do.
Do you know the role of parenting somebody is a huge thing?
Yes, it's a job.
It's a huge thing because God in its own has stopped producing. Apart from Adam and Eve that came from God, that responsibility has been passed on to us humans. Tenio. So you are just a medium.
Wow.
You are just a channel. You are just a representative. You are just to mold, to shape, to make sure it becomes God's property. Therefore, the child is not yours. You are overseer. You will account for it. If this is the principle, then we should be able to understand well. You will account for it on the basis that it is God's property. That's why in Jeremiah it was said that when you were in the belly, I knew you. And God made 3 prophetic statements there. I have ordained you, I have sanctified you, and made you a prophet. Wow. So who is this child walking around? Who is the caretaker? Who is responsible of it? Has the child become ordained? Has the child become sanctified? Is this child becoming a prophet? Therefore, watch the words you use. Therefore, just like Mom said, there is nothing in the herd who implants the wisdom in the you. But if you are the one, then where is your source? God. So if you realize, in parenting, when God is not a factor, you get it wrong. In parenting, when God is not a factor, it's not a factor, and it becomes like, it's me, self. Do what I say, don't go here, don't talk to you. No, you got it all wrong. God must be a center, because you are just a medium. This is the huge picture. When you sit back and you realize, hey, so God used me, right? Then my responsibility is big. Therefore, if you make a child to cry, if you make a child to be sad and be thinking, do I have a father? It goes back to you.
Wow.
It goes back to you. So the effect is big. That you couldn't do what I have profitably, convenient, willingly given to you. And I told somebody, like, look, before you give a birth or a child comes from you, how ready are you?
How ready are you?
God must ask that question. Are you ready?
That is it.
Not ready that you have a belly that the baby is in. When the baby comes, the growing to, even in the dying days, you are still the parent. Parenting doesn't end, Reverend.
Wow.
It doesn't end.
Wow.
As of today, my mom comes and he said, and he's a bit sensitive in terms of your toilet. Go straight. I want to be what? You see, so it's there. You might think that you've grown. You've not grown. She just want to make sure that things are very well. So it's a whole lot of things. We should go back and understand why we've been called upon to parent.
The program still continues. This is the Weekend Family Review Show right here on GTV Live every Saturday at 7 p.m. Repeated following week at 8:30 in the morning. Our live streaming Facebook Weekend Family Review. So if somebody is not with you, just alert the person to go to Facebook and just catch us live. And we have over thousands of people watching us every Saturday, and so if you put your business here, you are not losing. So we invite everybody to come on board, and we need so much support on this program, and so you can even sponsor the program. We actually welcome you, because you just have to know and get to find out the people who are actually connected to this program right now, and then you know that yes, you can't put your business here and lose at all. And then we'll open the phone lines for you pretty soon, but let your messages come. And then we're actually discussing the effects of bad parenting or irresponsible parenting, and it's getting quite tough here. And let me ask Mommy a question. You said something that you can only give what you have.
Yes.
And
If you are tuntrua, you can't give anything. I mean, you just make a noise. There are people, I don't know whether, every generation and the kind of things that happen within. And then when we were growing up, we saw a couple of things. Generations have come, generations are just changing, and things are becoming dynamic now. Those days, we saw parenting as a community thing. Sure. Like everybody was responsible for your upbringing. You misbehave, the man next door, even outside, they will cane you, put you right, bring you home, and sometimes you'll be begging, because you know that when you come home,
disaster.
It is even a double. But this time around, I don't know what is happening. Whether we are rearing children, I'm saying, because if you see all over us the things that are happening, I wonder whether we are doing parenting or we are rearing the children that we are bringing up. Because obi kranka obi bainim. I mean, if you obi hey Jai, then say na like sometimes we even attack people who want to put our children right. What is happening?
What is happening? What is happening? What I've seen in this 21st century, we have seen that the order of the day has become social media, this technological things, and it's like even now, not the community, in the house, you sit in the hall with either your husband or children and see that everybody is busy on the phone. So it looks as if we have become like selfish in our own way. It's like about me, not about others. So it's like even when we are walking or we don't watch, we don't even care about others. So of late, it's like we have been doing what will suit us. And because of that, you will see somebody's child, and the child also feel that you are not my mother. Because a child can talk back to the mother or the father. So you in the street saying, hey, why are you doing this? The child will not even understand
are you my
who
mother?
are
Are you
you?
my father?
Yes. Who are you? And like because of criminality of late, it looks as if parents also have to talk to their children. When you go out and somebody talk to you, see, don't mind or something. Even don't greet.
That's right.
Because
Don't
it's
talk to
like
strangers.
yes,
Yeah,
so it's like in the way to secure yourself with those things as also shaping the minds of children in a way. So it takes only few children who will accept people as they are, because at the moment it meets you on the way, it knows that you are a stranger, and like I don't know what is in this person. I cannot be even kind, I cannot be social, I cannot even listen to whether it's a good thing the person is saying or bad thing. And because of that, children want to have their own way. Their little knowledge they know, their peers they walk around with, those are the people they listen to. And you, I don't know you. But it is also a time that we have to come back, because those days we were living in the extended family issues.
That's right.
We were on those things. So you have a brother, a sister, a cousin, an uncle, a grandmother, and all these people live. We live together, and because of that, you accept them. You know they are part of you,
right.
and any of them can shape in your life.
Right.
But here we are. This one is here. We are in the same house, compound house, and the locks are there. You don't go to this woman's room.
Right.
Don't go here. Don't do this. Even if it costs you, if I'm not around, don't go there.
That's right.
So if my mother says or my father says I shouldn't go here, and the person is checking me, how do I listen to the person?
That's right.
I won't listen to the person. It becomes a problem. So what I'm saying now is that it's the way we are shaping the children, and the things also happening around us. The children are also learning from the social media. They are all the WhatsApp messages. They are also reading them, and you know that it's not easy. Because even now kidnapping is kidnapping like this. Some of the things, even there's an advert we run on the telly about when even you are going somewhere and you knock, and you should be careful. Job opportunity is, I even saw it this evening, that when you are even going to look for a job and there's a job vacancy somewhere, you see the post somewhere, and even if you are going, let your parents, let people around you, give the telephone number and the location you are going to. So all these things in a way bring fear among people, and it becomes something like, you might not know, a friend's child who was traveling abroad was at the airport and said somebody says he should bring a wrap something to go. Those who are coming to meet him will take that parcel at the airport. After a few minutes after giving the parcel to somebody, walking say, "Mama, I trust you. I know your son is not any fault of. Please, the thing that was handed over to your child right now, please, if you can let your child quickly go to the washroom to put it somewhere and come, I will be happy." Not knowing it was something. And thank God the mother agreed. The mother went with even the younger brother of them, said, "Go and put it in there somewhere in the way," and the person did. So when the person got to his destination, and those who were coming to meet the person, they were not there. They did not come. So the person became stranded at the airport. It took intervention for the child to get somebody to take him home. So here we are. Next time, this child. How? So it's like the happiness and the way of life which many people are leading today is also affecting the way we are raising our children.
Wow.
But I can also say that that doesn't also rob us of doing good parenting. And I still come by saying that as children of God, we should even teach our young ones to pray, to have discernment, discerning hearts. Because so tell your child, when you want to do good, as well as daughter or son, you have to do good. You have to respect elderly. When an elderly is talking to you and there's something running through your heart and mind, you say, if you all men continue, live there, because it's God who is speaking to you. So all these things, we need to train our children this way. Training is nurturing. It's like we hem in and we hem up. So it's like we hedge them and so teach them, instruct them what is right, what is not right. And when you see the signs of things which are not right, the child will see.
That's right.
Obviously, as the child is growing, the mind is being shaped. It's also growing, developing in the mind. And Jesus, Luke 2:52, Jesus, Bible says that Jesus grew. He grew in wisdom, in stature, with favor with God, and also with men.
That's right.
So we develop our mental IQ as children grow. They also have the grace to have the mind develop in a way to know that mommy is not here, daddy is not here, and elderly is not here, but I can deduce to do this or this to make this out. So we still have to help our communities. For me, I still do.
That's right.
I still do, whether you listen to me or not. When I see somebody's child, sometimes when I'm driving and I get to a point, I see that school children are somewhere looking at sitting alone. I would just say, hey, where are they? and sometimes I will make sure if the school is closed.
That's right.
Because if I pick the child, it could be that maybe I'm standing. So I said, where is your school? And then I said, go. I'll be watching. I will stand and I see the child go in before I will drive on.
I'll come back to you. The program still continues. Radio on GTV Live, and we are live on air every Saturday at 7 p.m. Repeated Saturday 8:30 in the morning, and we stream live on Facebook. So if you go to Facebook, you just type Weekend Family Review, and there you are with us. And our WhatsApp line 0544 0544 206464 0544 206464, and then our phone lines is pretty soon opened. So you can write the number down, and so you can be the first caller. 0302 770 222 0302 770 222. We have so many messages right here, and then let me do one or two or three, and then I'll ask Uncle Kweku a question. So quickly, this one says Pastor Kawa, USA, because the fathers are nowadays present but absent, we we have rampant, lawless, and uncultured children and young adults in Ghana today. As of all right, we'll tackle that, and then this one is quite well. He said it's always a delight listening to Uncle Kweku Edumata. I was a product of irresponsible parenting. I made so many mistakes because I had no one to direct me.
Exactly.
But when I met God, I had a transformation. Glory to God.
Amen.
Wow.
Amen.
And then I am married, and I have vowed never to expose my children to the kind of parenting I had.
That's right.
Mawena from Cape Coast. Mawena, Yamisha, I mean, what a word to say. And then this one, let me read the third one. Says, good evening. I really enjoy watching your program, and I think you are doing so much for the kingdom of God, and I trust that one day you have your reward. I don't know who's going to reward me, but God will surely have that. And then if you also want to reward me, bring it.
Exactly.
Yes, bring it. But you didn't add your name. Please, kindly add your names to the messages so that we can really acknowledge you. We really appreciate that, and God richly bless you for acknowledging this program as well. Now, Uncle Kweku,
yes, right.
From the little I know,
that's right.
Children, you can say all that you can say, but they watch better. So as you are moving, as you are doing your things, they are watching.
Yes.
They pick the pictures,
yes,
the movement,
yes,
everything, inclusive.
Yeah.
And some people will tell you, do what I say, but don't do what I do. And if some parenting is going on out there with do what I say, but don't do what I do,
that is dictatorial. That is your commanding.
That's right.
But you see, today let me say that every child is intelligent.
Every child is intelligent.
Their interpretation of things. Every child is intelligent.
Can you keep mommy?
Me say akolebia ben onimadia. So don't ever use that word. Stop it.
Wow.
Stop it. The way they will interpret it, you'll be surprised if you put your eyes down, you put your soul down. Wow. You will understand that somebody somewhere is talking to you.
Wow.
Why am I saying this? It's not what we say. You know, they go to school and they mimic us.
That's right.
My daddy, and he won't do anything. my boy, then he was a small boy.
That's right.
Went to my mom's place and the lady who was there, was dramatizing. Oh, daddy won't do anything. Daddy will talk, but daddy won't do anything. When I got to know, I said, hey, not knowing the way we try to, as it were, do what I say, yes, it's not working.
Wow.
So now in the car, he will start watching. If the traffic light is green, daddy, we are going. Wow. Because I'm not focusing. Then I realized, no. It's not about saying it, it's about doing for them to see.
Wow.
Anything if I'm off, and if daddy, you're talking to me and your eyes is not on me. Boom.
That's right.
It happens. So it makes you to really fashion out exactly what you should do to make sure that these people can really understand you. It's not about what you say, it's about what you do and the interpretation they have. Even what you, the parent, you are doing, the interpretation is different from theirs. Oh yes. If you see your friend and you shout and you laugh because of ecstasy, the child will say, daddy, you are laughing too much. All right. What does that mean? But you were actually happy for seeing that friend of yours, rejoicing. But the child said, you laugh too much.
In the house.
So, yes, we have surpassed that stage. Now the stage of, I am your father, you listen to me, do what I say, is no more there. Because the exposure is such that when they go to school, what do they say? My daddy, my mommy, my daddy, in our house, we do this, in our house, that sort of thing. All right. And then with the social media and the things they see around, it's all about empowering themselves. So why should daddy say, do what I say rather than what I also want to do? That is where the direction comes in. And so they will ask you, again, my boy asked me, daddy, this Google and Android, where is it from? I said, hey, where the men do. But Nana, give me a second, let me go and do a check and come back.
That's right.
I went to school because the boy needs something from me to top up to his knowledge.
Wow.
Then I realized that this Android thing had some connection with Google. So there's a unison for the thing to work. Then when I came back, I said, yeah, I knew it, but I just needed to have a confirmation.
That's right.
Hey! So that tells us that we are not the known of all.
That's right.
But then they are watching us. So let's be careful. Our gestures, our demeanor, and then the whole of things that goes on, that is what they watch, not what we say. Because when you are going to ask a child to say what you want to say, you raise your voice.
That's right.
So it comes in shouting. And they don't like shouting. A child can say, you are shouting, mommy. You are shouting, daddy. Because shouting is not part of his thinking, of her thinking. You are rather inculcating that.
That's right.
But if you do it in such a way that they give the interpretation for them to know that, oh, daddy doesn't like this, I'm not going to do it. I'll give you one more. The school fees had not been paid then. And so the small boy was asking me, daddy, the school fees. And the small girl said, why are you worrying, daddy? Daddy will pay. Do you imagine that? In the camp, it was like, I'm dealing with grown-ups.
That's right.
One is defending, one is on me. Mommy will say, Daddy will pay. Why are you worrying, Daddy?
That's right.
All right. Why will Mommy say this and Nana say my school fees?
That's right.
Okay. So it means the exposure is varied. So I need to be able to curtail and then make sure that everything works. So the children of late, they watch us.
Too technical.
Rather than what we say.
I'll come back to you. Now the phone line is very much active. 0302 770 222. So you can come in with your questions and contributions and views, and then we'll be glad to hear your voice. And then so many messages, and let me do a quick one, and then I'll come to Mommy. And then this is a good evening, Reverend. God bless you and your guests. Have always enjoyed your topic. My greetings to Uncle Kweku, and then I really love him. And thanks for the topic, because irresponsible parenting has been rampant these days. And this is coming from Lady Doreen. Lady Doreen, God bless you. And then this is also coming from the name. Wow, the name is not there. But let me read it quickly. It says, good evening. And I think I have been following your program for some time now, and for 2 years now. Wow. And I always enjoy your program. I've never missed any of the Saturdays. I think you are doing a great job for this country and for families. God richly bless you. I love the show, and your guests are super. God bless them all. And please do add your name, I beg you, so that I can acknowledge you. And I also appreciate your messages. And let me, the number is still active, 0302 770 222. Yes. So we'll be waiting for a call. Let me, Mommy, one of the things that I think is becoming a challenge is, like I said, we have Shelley on the line. I'll come back to you. Shelley from Latabia Koshe. Hello, good evening, Shelley.
Good evening.
Yes, please go ahead, Shelley.
Also for good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Oh.
How are you, my dear?
I'm blessed by grace. How are you, please?
I'm very fine, thank you.
Wow, please go ahead.
This is my first day of watching this program.
Wow.
And honestly, I don't watch GTV. My mommy once worked in GTV. And all the time, I don't know, but I'm enjoying this program. And I really love, I want to make a contribution to what Mr. Dumata said.
Wow, go ahead.
Yes. In fact, I'm coming from a broken home. And I've had a lot of courage now. And concerning what Mr. Edumata said, this is very true. Our children are really working. 12 years old daughter. I was having a few challenges with my husband, like we were talking, and this small girl said it. In fact, my husband shouted on me, and believe you me, all that I heard was, Daddy, I am disappointed in you. I don't expect you to speak like that to your wife.
Exactly.
In fact, amazing. I was shocked. I was shocked. I was really, I was amazed, and I was wondering where that thing came from. And in fact, my husband, and for about 5 minutes, my husband could speak. And he goes like, Daddy, I want you to turn to Mommy and say sorry to Mommy.
Wow. Wow.
This girl really taught me a lot of things, honestly. And I'm telling you, our children are really, they are really watching us. They are really watching us. And I believe that as a parent, and as parents, we should do our best.
Sure.
Gone are the days that, in fact, Mommy was talking about parenting. And I'm telling you, things have changed now. Now, we have all moved from extended family issues, and we are doing nuclear. And the nuclear family are really costing us a lot. In fact, can you imagine that my husband, junior brother, my children didn't know that the guy was their brother's, their father's brother. Can you imagine? They didn't know. The children were coming there, but they thought they were friends of the family. And so I had to explain to them that this is Daddy's junior's brother, and that the children are your cousins, and all these things. And I'm telling you, my brother, we need to do a lot of
We need to do a lot. Wow, we really need to do a lot.
And
wow.
I'm really happy. Yes, I'm really happy that GTV is bringing these things up.
Wow.
In fact, God bless you. It's very good.
Wow.
I think
Thank
this
you.
will go
Thank you.
far.
Thank
and
you.
it will tell we, the parents, to do more. I said, I talk to our children and be mindful of what we do in the house. In fact, they are really looking at us.
Wow, thank you so much.
I'm really happy about this topic.
Really
and
appreciate
I think
your call.
we should really elaborate it more.
Wow. God bless you so much,
yes,
Shelly.
I'm enjoying.
We thank you so much for being part of the show. And the number is still active: 0302770222, 0302770222, and the WhatsApp line is 0544206464. So we're waiting for your messages, and they will be reading. And I was about to ask you a question.
But then,
you wanted to? Yes.
Like, I want to add the shouting aspect. Parents, we shout sometimes on our children, but the others is not sometimes. Everything they tend to bring their frustrations, their stress to the children. But I want to let every parent here to know that your child is not part of your problem.
Your calamity.
Your business, which is no blossom. your working conditions at the office that is not working.
Exactly.
Your salary that has not been paid has nothing to do with your child. Please hold your peace.
That's right.
Because when we shout on the children, it's like sometimes it's have effect.
Dislocate them.
There is also a post trauma disorder also onto the child, and this thing begin later to affect the child's mind, and it will be like whenever she's somewhere or he's somewhere and somebody shouts, it's like, hey, it's like something is going to happen. So in the class, children are dull. Teacher is teaching. I don't understand. But he asks, who doesn't understand? Maybe it's like daddy or it's like mommy. So I won't ask the question.
I'll come back to you. We have is it Irene from Dodua?
Yes.
Hello, Irene. Good evening.
Good evening, Rev.
Yes. How are you?
I'm fine. Hope you're fine.
Wow. Thank you. Please go ahead.
This is my second time of listening to the program. And I have to be very frank with you. That's a very educative program. And I wish that we'll repeat it several. Because nurturing a child, I have to be very frank with you, it's not easy. Especially when you are having a child who is coming from, maybe let's say a sibling or a sister coming to stay with you. That's also another factor. Now, Christianity is becoming something of the devil, and then, I don't know, how do I classify this? Christianity is becoming something else. And so, nurturing a child is becoming something else. My mommy was talking of something. I was not grateful when she was talking. It is, some parents are they have some kind of style of training their child. Because they are giving them the nurturing. You, the neighborhood, in the neighborhood, you are not supposed to give any other training to that child. And it becomes so serious that when you, in the neighborhood, you see something wrong with another person's child, your neighbor's child, you can't even condemn it. You can't talk about it. In the sense that if you are not very careful, you'll be seen as a witch or a wizard.
Yeah.
And it becomes something else. So our testing today, I have to be very frank with you. It's becoming, more troublesome.
It's becoming challenging. Yes.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
Because a mother who has given birth to her child thinks that this woman going doesn't deceive someone who is supposed to give a training to a child. So if the child is going wayward, if you are in the neighborhood, you can't even talk. You have to fight.
Wow, that's right.
And we have to really look at it as reverend ministers, prophets, and stuff like that. This person is a witch, this person is this person is that. It's becoming too much. I think it's about time we take our
by the word of God.
Wow.
And that's the way we are going about it.
Wow, we really appreciate that. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. And I think we have so many callers on the line, and thank you so much. So when you come, you make it a bit snappy, and then well organized in your thoughts, so that we can be able to go through with you, and then take another call right after you and all that. And thank you so much. But really appreciate that. And then yeah, you were saying this, and I'm coming back from where the woman is coming from. I had a challenge some couple of time back, and that has to do with my kids. I mean, children now, they really observe some of the things and all that. And I was talking to Sweet, and then we're talking. They don't even, the tree is not that too, but we're speaking in Chinese. But they look at the body language, right? And are you fighting? That's a question. And I was like, no, we are not fighting. We are arguing about something. We are talking about somebody. He said, no, you are fighting. And what am I saying? The kids are watching so much. And you see, some parents, when they are frustrated, they are not picking issues. I mean, they are not able to handle things by themselves. Yes. Then now they want to vent the anger on the children. And you were talking about that. When you are especially fighting among yourself, wife and husband and all that and stuff like that, as parent, how do you handle those things?
Self-control is mastering yourself.
Yeah.
Whoever controls himself is a master of himself, and his life will be stable. Because it's like, you get angry, you are a human being. You get angry, you'll be pushed to your wall to do something. But always, you have to check around. For me, I live in the church. My children got one day and say, hey, mommy, so for us, we live in the church. I'm saying, why are we living in the church? He said, mommy, this is the church. Everything we do is church. Everything we do is church. So for me, if I'm in the house and even I want to shout, by the time I realize somebody will be there in the church yard. So it's like, how do I handle myself?
That's right.
I have to master my life. That's one thing. So mastering your life is like, you know when and where to talk. If your children are around, you are angry, but you can calm down
and control yourself.
So that as you go inside, you can do whatever the gimmicks you want. Like as you say, your children were there, and they saw the body language. They saw that something was going on. So like the same way, like for us, they are grown, and for the grown-ups, you have to be taught. So when your children are grown and you are angry with your husband or wife, you have to exercise patience, take control over yourself. Go when the children are not around, or you go into the room and you start doing your thing. So because of that, for me, I can say, because of where I live, my environment.
Okay.
So for me now, I've thrown the gimmick.
It's good you have thrown it. We have a caller from Ashaman. I'll come back to you. Ashaman, we have a caller from Ashaman. Hello.
Hello, please, this is Sandra.
Sandra, please go ahead.
Hello, mommy. Please, this is Sandra, your baby girl. I've been listening to you. I'm so happy to be watching and to be listening to you.
Wow.
Reverend, God richly bless you. I call you to say a big thank you for this program.
Wow.
And I pray that all parents, both young, I'm a young parent, anyway, I'm an upcoming parent. Yes, so I pray that we all take this into good faith, and then we get to know that indeed we are not supposed to take our frustrations and our past experiences to the children God is going to bless us with in the future. Wow. So, mommy, God bless you. Reverend Dolores, God richly bless you for your program.
God bless you so much.
I am from God bless you.
Okay. All right. Now, quickly, let me add some few messages, and then I'll come back to quick. It says, this is also coming from Pastor Kawa from USA. It said, due to the team playing between my wife and I, our three boys called as salt and pepper.
Okay.
Kids learn better by picture and example.
Exactly.
Wow, that is
Exactly.
tight. That is very tight.
Deep.
And then this one is coming from Lydia Kwashi. Say good evening, everyone. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. I'm guilty of the shouting. It is not easy. God help me. It will work gradually. Grace will find you. I know when you talk like he said, hey, this one is quite long. He said this irresponsible parenting is a big issue to tackle in Ghana. I wish all parents will sit before the television today and watch this program. God bless you, Reverend Dollarich, and then your panel, Uncle Kuku and Uncle Duwata. When I call you, you don't pick. Hey, Massa, I'm a marking message. Oh no. You heard that, right? Okay. And thank you, Reverend Dr. Joyce Fripo, for your advice you gave me. It has really helped me. I think you spoke with him. Yes. We have Reverend Ayi from Adenta on the line. Hello, good evening, Reverend.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, please go ahead.
Thank you so much for taking my call.
Wow, God bless you.
It's been a wonderful, great job.
Wow.
Great job. I'm really challenged. It's like I have to go back to school.
Wow.
But I have a question. If you have a strong-willed child in this present generation, where you think that they go out, they pick certain attitudes, certain type of dressing, haircut, dress, you see, and you see that no, some of the haircuts are not fitting, some of the dressing is not fitting, some of the to sisters, but you see that your child wants to do that, you see, and you don't want it because of your position or whatever you've been training others, talking to others, but your strong-willed child wants to do that. How do you handle such a situation?
Wow.
I'll use mine. The boy went to cut the hair. And I said, are you a gentleman? Straight away, I question you. Yeah. Do you want to be a gentleman with this thing? I was not shouting, but I was questioning the mind. That was there any thinking around you doing what you're doing?
Wow.
Are you doing it for yourself? Or are you doing it for people who will sort of reverend you? Do you want people to respect you? So if you can pick words to challenge the minds of these people, they will zero. Then he goes like, hey, get me a nice cat. I don't want my daddy to talk.
That's right.
So it has become a cliche that you cannot bring this in here because when he come, I'll question you.
That's right.
Not saying that the thing is not good. I don't want that in this house. No. But I am questioning you that do you want somebody to open the door for you to walk in? This will not warrant that. This is not a good behavior. So when you start painting a picture of that nature, they tend to reason through. Because then I want to be great. I want to be like daddy. I want to go to this place. But if this is not going to allow me to do it, then let me stop.
Wow.
So I use what I challenge your senses. Just for you to come and reason out and say, I think it's not good. But you see, when you go and say, that's not the way we dress. Dress well. What's it? It's raw. It's hollow. That's the way I feel like dressing, daddy. That's what I tell him.
That's right.
I just want to wear. There's something wrong with it. After all, I'm not exposing myself. But hey, is it well for you to ask to showcase it to somebody else? At the end of the day, what will people say about you?
That's right.
Would you want to be lifted? Do you want to be acknowledged? These are the things people see. So bring the mind of the child to that aspect. That's how I'm able to handle my boy. And so Reverend can do that. Put in the try, and then let's see how it works.
All right.
Yeah.
Before I come in, Mommy, a quick one. I said, good evening, Reverend. You look smart and enjoying your program. Keep the good work. And this is coming from Sandra. Sandra, thank you so much. Wow, you make me blush a little bit. Thank you so much. And then, Mommy.
Like Reverend is saying, we appeal to the conscience of our children and let them know the consequences of what they do.
That's right. Exactly.
And that is always what I always tell myself, oh, Mommy, this thing, if you have said it this way when I was young, I wouldn't have even disagreed with you in any other way.
Wow.
It's like sometimes because parents want us to do the best, they push their ideas, they push themselves on us. And we feel it's like they are putting pressure on us. But then if rather tend to be appealing to the conscience of the people, the children, it's like, oh, look at what you are doing. Okay. Look at this.
We have my last caller. I'll come back to you. Forgive me. Ernest from Elubo, all the way Elubo. Wow. Good evening.
Good evening, Reverend.
Yes.
And good evening to your panel.
Yes. Your call is an international call. You're welcome.
Thank you. Of course. In fact, your program is very interesting.
Wow, thank you.
Most often, one thing about this, our dressing code, sometimes the children, they copy from the parents. And sometimes they copy from our leaders in the churches. We see a prayer leader or a pastor with a certain hairstyle.
They say they call it beer club or something.
To speak something different from what the man is preaching. Sometimes you see parents who they will bang up their heads and put some lines and all these sort of things. So what do you expect the children to learn?
Our sisters are also doing it.
In fact,
about 4 or 5 multiple of.
Yes, at least we must moderate all of those things so that our children will learn better things from it. Thank you very much. Enjoy it.
Wow, I really appreciate that. And not to cut you though, but from this latter part of it, I mean, you see some, not family women, married women with children. I took my kids to school and I saw this nice, well-dressed with their hair down, with almost about 4 or 5. I don't know how to call it. And you see some gentlemen come with their kids and their beard. I used to see those things from the Arab world. But now it's like a fashion. I don't know.
But you see, and just as we are saying, it's not what we say, it's what we do. And so, yes, this is, my daddy grows it. My daddy do some lines.
That's right.
So why won't you do? So how would you correct? Because the child has not gotten to the stage. The reason for you to do what you did, he hasn't gotten it. She doesn't have it. But yet, she's imitating you. She just wants to become like you.
Yes.
Because I've seen you do it. So you authenticate it, you confirm it. So why won't I also do? So when you say stop it, they go into their closet and ask, but daddy is doing, mommy is doing, why me? I should stop. That is where the question is.
We'll solve this question on our next episode. Our time is up, and then forgive us, we have to run away. And then, so in the next 1 minute, I'm giving you. We have only 1 minute, so 30 seconds. Please wrap up for me. What will you say to our viewers?
I want to tell our viewers, parents, you are the first friend of your child. You are the manager as a football team manager to your child. So you have every effort. You have to make every effort to make sure you bring your child up the way that will be a blessing to you and the world in future. So if you are to pray, if you are to sacrifice, whatever way you can sacrifice to make sure your child get the best, do it. Because the most paramount thing under this earth that will carry us also to heaven is character.
Good point. Thank you. What I'll say is, don't let your pain, don't let your anger be transferred on the children.
Wow.
Don't let your regret, your disappointment, betrayal, you pass it on the children. Don't. Erase it and let them see the right way.
I'm so honored.
Yes, Reverend.
Mama Joyce. Thank you so much for being a blessing to us on this program. And viewers, thank you so much for all the calls that you brought in, your messages. And for those of you who couldn't read your message, please forgive us. We'll be here same time next week, 7 p.m. sharp. But you can watch the repeat broadcast next week, Saturday, 8:30 in the morning. And then watch our prayer program, Redeeming the Family Glory, every Sunday at 10 p.m. We love you so much. You can't do anything about it. We'll see you same time next week. God richly bless you.
Amen.
Sita, I refrain when you come, and so damn it, why I miss it. Me run for papa, why I'm here. It's the only good thing I refrain when you come, I dear back when I miss it. Me run for papa, why I'm here. I say, you people go, Shamechi, baby, I'm a friend, baby, I'm ready. What therefore, one of that's in your way. I said, so stand back and take account. Or therefore, wait, it had to be you. That's right. I said, we put on Shamechi,